Eternal Champions on Genesis. Let me preface this by saying I don't know much about this game in terms of high-level play. My commentary is specifically only in reference to how to fight the AI. So, my first opponent is Shadow, which is the most aggressive AI in the game. So I just continue advancing and poking with Hard Punch. Eventually this dizzies her, and I can use a spinning Trident move on her. I usually can't get this more than once, but I did just manage to use it twice, then finished her really quick. If I jump against her, she throws an anti-air projectile, and if I fire a projectile, she teleports, so I'm basically stuck with poking. Yeah, again, she got dizzy, so I used the spinning Trident. 39 seconds is really good. But yeah, she's a relatively smart AI, she just needs to block more. That's her weakness. So I'm gonna start with my slide against Xavier. He tends to jump over projectiles and has a little bit of control of mid-range with his own projectiles, so I have to stay far away or close up. Right there, I just dodged this projectile, staying away. Occasionally I can land right there my stun projectile, and follow up with spinning Trident, but my slide takes care of him here. So taunts take away some of my special meter, which is the yin-yang in the corner. I need at least 3/4 full to use my spinning Trident. I got him with a throw in the corner. Normally this leads to a throw loop against the AI, but Xavier's AI is a little bit smarter. Generally the throw loop is what I'm aiming for. Jetta usually starts the round with her speed boost, so I have to hit her out of it. Projectiles go through the startup animation, which is what you just saw right there. So I have to resort to rush down here. I did hit her out of the air, and now I move in for the throw loop. It usually works on Jetta, she's not a particularly smart AI. 6 throws do 100% health. Now I say the AI falls for the throw loop, it's not a literal loop. Humans can get out of it if they just do pretty much anything other than stand still when they get up on wake up. I should have been blocking there, that's my bad. Projectile didn't work, but she got close enough for a throw. Jumping in after the throw gets you back in throw range to keep at it. So let's see, I got another throw, see if I can keep the loop going. So finally, she used a move on Wake Up instead of getting thrown again. Some AIs are smart enough to do this more often. Slash is a turtling character. I have to rush him down more. If I try to throw, he usually beats me to it though. He's tough to get the throw loop on. He also tends to block projectiles, so I have to just wait for him to make a mistake and punish, or pressure him into attacking and landing a counter hit on him. Yeah, I can get the throw on him, but it's a little tricky to get the loop. I should mention that it's possible to use the slide to get within throw range and work from there. That's another strategy worth mentioning at least. Yeah, I'm mostly poking here. I managed to get the projectile on him, and then land the Trident spin. He usually blocks it. Now this sucks. I knocked him just at the right spot that triggers the fatality animation, so that cost me 20 seconds. That's a shame because these animations are pretty cool for the time, and they're even cooler in the sequel on Sega CD. But in speedruns they're not good. I should point out that the Sega CD sequel is a very good fighting game, much better than this one. I highly recommend it if you're a retro gamer. Midnight is kind of aggressive, but not as smart as Shadow. I can usually land some jump-ins and projectiles on him. Throw loops are also easier to do on him. I definitely don't want to get hit by his command throw. That takes about 5 seconds at least. So I kind of want to finish him off as quickly as possible. There's 2 throws. 3. There it is. Larson is fairly easy to throw loop. Let's see how he does. So I did get him with a stun, but it looked like he recovered quickly, so I missed my spinning trident. I didn't get all that damage. It's 2 throws. Throw loops are generally good to be done in the corner. They're easiest that way, but it can be done mid-screen as well. You just have to jump in to get close. Larson does tend to stay in the air a lot, so anti-airs are useful. I could not get my spinning trident on him because I didn't have the special meter. Yeah, Trident doesn't have much for anti-air besides jumping hard punch. So I kind of make do against Larson. Blade plays pretty defensively, so I have to go rush down here. So I start out with my slide. Luckily, he's not too smart. He's not a smart AI. I can usually throw him and occasionally get the stun projectile. Sometimes he does throw me when we're both in throw range, but I usually land it first. So I'm very lucky that he didn't attack me when he stunned me, and he just taunted me instead. That could have ruined the run if he killed me. But that's his AI's defensive style. Seems to want to keep his distance. Alright, last opponent before the boss. Rax is weirdly easy to hit with a stun. Like right there. Sometimes he jumps and I can get him in the air, and then hit him with a spinning trident. Other times he taunts, and I can throw him. Throwing him in the corner makes him try to use a side switching move, but I can easily back throw him from that, so he's pretty free in the corner. Pretty good damage. Got a few auto combo moves. There's not really any combo system in this game, but some of those auto combo moves do good damage. If he wasn't a really dumb AI, he'd be pretty scary. Okay, Eternal Champion is a really aggravating fighting game boss. I'd compare him to some SNK bosses. It's a 5-phase fight. His first phase is the worst. He taunts by saying fight, like fight me, says the guy who spends most of his time being intangible and literally impossible to fight. Asshole. If I can get past his invincibility for the first phase, I'm in good shape. I do try to get my throws as much as possible. It's kind of as good as you're gonna do. So I have him in the corner. Positions don't reset, so that's good. For me, at least. So it gives me a chance to throw him in the corner. Now this phase has a buff that makes some of my attacks against him deal damage to myself too. I think that's what he just used. But throwing doesn't seem to count. So that's a good thing for me that throws are pretty busted against the AI. The phases are random, so it doesn't necessarily go in this order. The green one has some keep away moves, which isn't good for speedrun, but it's not too aggressive. Trying to throw loop can be a little tricky. It has to be within a few frames. I'm not sure what the frame rate is for Sega Genesis. Yeah, I'm glad that there is a health recovery between phases. This is a really tough boss fight, if you can't tell. It's just really gotta focus on the throws. Okay, last one coming up is gonna be the blue shark phase. Well, this one is pretty easy. It's got a projectile that moves back and forth, but it's really easy to avoid. You can just jump over it and just avoid it. But it does waste time if you're in a speedrun. That's 3 throws, and 4, 5, and 6. I'm glad he's a stupid AI. And that's time. I started my timer 3.4 seconds early. You're supposed to start when you first gain control of your character. But it's really difficult to operate the timer and the controller simultaneously that way, so I'm just gonna subtract 3.4 seconds out of 13, 11, 25, so that makes 13:07 for final time. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope this helps someone out there get used to fight against the AI. I'll let you watch the ending, or read it. I do want to recommend, again, Eternal Champions Challenge from the Dark Side on Sega CD. This game's just okay, but the sequel for Sega CD takes everything that's good in this one and adds onto it. It's got 24 playable characters instead of 9. It's got an actual combo system that's pretty fun. More moves, more special moves that don't require a special meter. It plays smoother and a little bit faster, I think. Lots more fatalities and CGI cinematics that are downright hilarious. Only downside is that the boss has 9 phases, and from what I remember, and is pretty much impossible. Otherwise, if you like this one, definitely play the sequel if you have access to a Sega CD or a emulator. Alright, thanks for watching.